Hi, everybody. My name's Sharona. I have been homeschooling my son since the beginning of this year. He is in sixth grade. So I've been doing it for 6, 7 months now. So I am going to impart some tips to you since many people are now in a position where they have to do home learning with their kids because of the world events going on right now. Many schools have shut down. You're getting sent home with packets, or being able to email your teacher, but it's still your responsibility to make sure that your child is learning. So I'm going to do a couple videos over the next few weeks, just to kind of pass on the knowledge that I've learned, because honestly, in the beginning, it was really rough. It took me about a month to kind of get my ability to do this in line, and it was hit or miss. So I am just going to throw out there the things that I found truly work. First, take care of yourself, not the kids. Take care of yourself. Wake up, have a cup or two of coffee. Don't wake the kids up yet. Get dressed for the day. Do your hair, do your makeup. Make yourself feel awake. If you don't feel awake, your kids are going to pick up on that, and they are going to push your buttons and con you into not doing anything with, like, education wise, because we all know our kids are all mini con artists. So make sure you take care of yourself. Second, wake your kids up at the same time every day. Don't let them sleep until 10 or 11 o'clock. I wake my son up at 7:45 every morning. He comes down, he has breakfast, he brushes his teeth, he brushes his hair. He has to act like we are going to be leaving the house today. Because if not, he's going to be groggy, he's going to be dragging, he's going to be in his pajamas all day, and he's just going to want to lay on the couch while I'm trying to teach him. And I'm sure your children are going to be the same exact way. Third, this is also very important. The night before, take 10 or 15 minutes to kind of set up a schedule of what your goals are, what you want to teach, what kind of assignments they're going to do. It's much better to have that set up the night before instead of just trying to do it on a whim the next day and see where the day takes you. I will do another video after this of my setup that you can kind of see behind me. I have set up my den as our classroom. I've got a wall full of cork boards, dry erase boards. There's 2 couches out here. For desks, I pull out TV trays. He gets one, I get one. And we kind of do our work together every day. Then, where was I? Oh yeah, so you're setting your plan for the night before. You need to have math and English every single day, unfortunately. These are 2 of the standards required by the state of California as well as the country, that you have to have a large number of hours of teaching in every week. So the way that we do it in our house is I don't give my son a break on nothing. He has to do English or ELA, he has to do math, he has to do science, and he has to do social studies every day. I try to kind of blend some of the classes together. So, like last week, we learned about natural disasters. We read from a book about the tsunami that happened in 2004. And then for science, we learned about the different kinds of natural disasters. So earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, the differences between all of them. And then for social studies, for our history, we did some independent learning on the computer by looking and seeing about things that have happened in the past that kind of had that happen and how it changed society and how humans reacted to it. And then, of course, we just threw in math because I have no idea how to make math go along with subjects like that. So, make sure you set up your night before. Make your agenda. See if you can get it all to kind of flow together because it will make the day much easier. So, the way that we structure our day is in the morning. So, the first 3-4 hours of the day, we do our lessons. He doesn't have to do any writing. He doesn't have to do anything. He just has to verbally participate. So I'm teaching lessons. We're reading out loud together. He's reading from the book out loud to me. And I'm on my dry erase board. I'll give you some tips on making your own version of this if you don't have one later in another video. So the first few hours of the day, he does not have to do anything like other than participate. For the math, I'll write a couple problems up on the board. He just has to kind of walk through it with me, and I'm just using that to reinforce that he knows it out loud instead of just doing it on a piece of paper and me not knowing what he's doing wrong. Same thing goes for, reading. We discuss what we've read. We point out what kinds of verbs, nouns, things like that as we're reading. And then for science, we'll do a lab, something fun just to get them off of the couch and into the classroom or into the dining room to the table where we can do something active together. So for the natural disaster day, we did a big bowl of water. I poured oil in and we tried all different kinds of ways to clean up the oil from the water like it was an oil spill. So those are the types of things I have found working, is kind of making the days cohesive with the topics. Then he has lunch and we come back and I write on the board what his assignments are for the day, and he sits down and he just knocks them out. I give him a couple worksheets for math that go over what we learned in class together. He's got like a writing assignment for his ELA. We have these things called What I Learned. They are worksheets where it's got a couple boxes and it's like 3 things I learned, 2 ahas, 1 question I still have. And we usually do those for history class. But by making us wait until the end of the day, it means he's retaining the information and that he's not just kind of listening and not retaining. So this is how I have learned really, really, really reinforces the education. Now, I am sure a lot of you have gotten emails from your teachers or instructors. You've gotten lists or packets of work that you need to do. Contact your teachers. See if you can get a list of what the standards are for your grade level. So if your kid is in kindergarten, find out if you can get a list of all the things they should know by now. This is a great opportunity for us as parents to make sure that our children have not fallen behind. We usually don't get this kind of an opportunity. Summer comes around and they're off with grandma and grandpa, or they're off playing with friends because everybody's outside playing. So let's use this time to make sure that our kids are where they should be. Let's not make these kids be known as the kids who miss 4 months of school or a month of school or however long this lasts. But let's make these kids the most educated group to come out because they know exactly what they're supposed to know. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. I'll be doing a couple more over, probably another one in about an hour or 2. And then I'm going to try to post 1 or 2 a day. I'm going to do some resources on the internet that you can go to find worksheets, where you can find lesson plan guides, just things like that. So bye, good luck.